Okay, this is Karis, and I'm going to do a response to a conspiracy theory of mine by Kizzume, or Kizzume. At first, when I read his name, I thought it was Kizzume. You know, I'm the one that makes it sound more gay than he is, or his name, you know. It's a low E, not a high E at the end. Anyway, the point is, I didn't import his video and chop it up. It's basically, I'm working with two tablets. So even one that looks like a laptop is just an 89-cent friggin' Nextbook, which is basically a tablet with a friggin' keyboard. You know? See, look. I don't know if you can see that, but basically, there. See, that's what's sitting, and that's what sits for my brace on my Samsung. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play his video, reiterate what he said, and then answer it. Or maybe I'll cut this off, listen, tell you what he said, and then answer it. Okay? Because he said this was a conspiracy theory of his. Well, okay, that's a nice cover. I mean, there's no reason to doubt him, but, well, I don't know how to put it exactly. But he said, oh, these are conspiracy theories of mine, but they sound more like what he hopes for. I can't remember some of the wording, but it seems like, you know, these are not... Usually when it's a conspiracy theory, it's something that you don't want to happen. And these sounds like things that he would like. At least in my interpretation. You know, so it's like, I feel like conspiracy theory is like a shield, you know, to avoid, to make a reasonable assumption. Or, no, not a reasonable assumption, but, to avoid, to deflect criticism. You know, reasonable deniability. You know? I kind of feel like that's what he's doing here. Well, I'm just saying this is a conspiracy theory of mine. But you know, like in the first one I just read, if you want to stop drug abuse, legalize all drugs. Really? Really? You know, it's like the song Wild Side by Motley Crue, you know. You're in the jungle, baby! You're gonna die! This guy is not... I guess he has seen his fair share of pot, and I don't know if he's experimented with anything else, but... Man, I have seen some things in the height of the 80s and stuff. You don't want that. Oh my God. It'd be freaking Devil's Night every freaking night of the year. Yeah, you might as well just dissolve society. I can't agree. I'm gonna watch the next one and then tell you next. But I want to watch ahead a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I get it. Sorry. The point is, he said, next thing he said was, how to improve the high crime rate is to improve conditions for the disenfranchised. Now, I can't totally fault this because, in a way, that's what I've said too. But only as an economic progressive. As a social conservative, it's like I'm still conservative, So all I hear when I hear that, even though I agree with the statement in my way, is what I'm hearing is a social progressive call for what the liberal says. What I heard, that was code for, we need social programs, toys. On the one hand, it's like we've learned not to put our animals in cages and zoos, but to put them in habitats and to occasionally release them back into the wild, I believe. And I don't see why we don't do the same for prisons, even though they'd be much more expensive, because it doesn't seem like deterrence is part of the deal with it anyway. It is more like social conditions. But on the other hand, while I believe my idea of being tough on crime is like that song from Orange is the New Black. You got time. And I mean time. If you can't play right in society, you stay in your hole until, not hole, but you stay in your nice little friggin' zoo until you learn to friggin' act right. So, I'm not completely unsupportive of the social program, but I'm not supportive of this freaking pablum puking kind of there. We know it's a problem with society. Let these doe-eyed little killers out shit to do it again. No. Forget that. Am I going? Yeah, okay. He also talks about the United States having a big problem with incarceration because we have the most prisoners in the world, any country. You know why that's a problem for us, not for other countries like China or Russia or Iran or Central America, or even Japan here, what they do with foreigners, especially non-white foreigners. They take them out, they put them in front of a little ditch, kneeling in front of the ditch, and they go, well, you're guilty, pop! And they build freaking families for the freaking 12-cent bullet. No man, no problem. Stalin. The reason that's not happening with us is we actually throw them into prison. Now, I'm kind of liberal on prisons because, these people are starting to do for-profit prisons, and the public interest in the prisons don't match. But we friggin' practically have open borders here, and open immigration. That was never right to have immigration with all them ships in the 19th century. And we can even go back to the 18th century and the 17th century. At least Mexico, friggin' the Mexicans, at least the Spaniards friggin' mixed with the friggin' Indians and made their own hominous race. for good or ill, you can kind of respect that. But, these Puritans that came over, searching for paradise or the new Israel, yeah, yeah. Western premillennialism. That's the biggest thing for colonism was a search for the new Israel. Yeah. Not that should be just blamed solely on the Jewish people, but the thing with that was that the Bible, the formulation of monotheism in Christianity, extremely positive stereotyped and negative stereotyped Jewish people. In the Old Testament, they were positively stereotyped. The sons of God, Moses, and, and all that. And then in the New Testament, they killed Jesus. Oh, the temple was corrupt, They were negatively stereotyped. And everywhere a Bible went, and a Jewish person was, well, they were molded into the creature that everyone accuses them of. There might be Jewish Zionists, or the Zog, as the white supremacists call it, the globalists, I call it, functioning within the halls of the power, the shadow governments of the West. But ultimately, it's not just a bunch of Jews, it's the freaking Christians that stereotype the Jews. Now, that means they're in and they're out, In a way, I can't blame them because they're just trying to hold on. I guess Jewish nationalism is very fine for Israel. What are you going to do? Anyway, off the subject. Kind of. What was it? What the hell? Oh yeah, why we got a prison population. And why we didn't friggin' incorporate America as it should have been. Well, trying to beat out the friggin' English, the friggin' the French, the friggin' what's those other guys that aren't so important now? Not Filipino, but oh hell, I gotta look that up. Hold on. Oh, the Portuguese, Dutch, and German. The major powers of sail in the 17th and 18th century, or the 17th century. That's what that is. Now let's get back to freaking what Kizzume was talking about. There is no war that we can have, he says, or no population that we could destroy that will stop terrorism. No, all we do is make more terrorists. Que sera, sera. Why bother? The war on terror, just like the war on drugs, is just unwinnable. Yeah. Well, if you run it like a friggin' conventional war, or a post-friggin' nuclear conventional war, sure. Yeah. You don't run a war like that. You know what I mean? You don't run a war to try to put in your own businesses and be this libertarian dream place. You freaking go through and you win the hearts and minds of people, and you do it by freaking feet on the ground. Just cut that part out. Itchy eyes. And, well, you go through and you just... the desert's always thirsty for blood. It's the way it is with that place. It's the way they live. It's the only thing they respect. They don't care about AIDS and anything else. Well, sure they do, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that a lot more because I just, of the variety, sending a clean fourth generation nuke. It'd be more humane than friggin' wasting time trying to fight these battles. You can't say you're going to liberate somebody and try to indenture them. It won't work. They know it. That's why they don't support us over there. You have to actually go in and win the hearts and minds of these people. And you do that by kicking ass. And getting rid of the people that freaking do these things. And it can be won. Just like World War II. We could just wipe them out. It'd be like post-freaking World War II Japan and Germany. They're fine now. They're prospering. That's what the Middle East should be like. We made the mistake of freaking treating them like crap after World War One. Created freaking Axis powers of World War II. And then freaking boom. Well, at least for Germany. Italy and Japan were different, So yeah, you go in and you kick ass. What I mean by a clean nuke, you take a huge, you take like an ICBM, you don't have MIRVs on them, which are small nuclear weapons that just shoot off and do maximum ground things. I like the big explosions. Like the friggin' Tsar friggin' explosions. But you don't want something that friggin' catches the sky on fire. I'm not sure if that's a myth, or if they just stopped short of the Tsar explosion at 50 megatons instead of 100, right? Well, 100 megatons, who needs that, right? That's not a silly killer. That's not a city killer. That's a friggin' continent killer. That's nuclear sunshine. Well, anyway, you take a fourth generation nuke to make it radiologically clean. You take a huge conventional explosive like these high yield plastics, which will not ignite a fusion reaction. They can't be that powerful. But you take a very small freaking fission cap, that will just boost the fusion. And once the fusion gets started, then it's essentially a hydrogen bomb. But hydrogen bombs, unlike fission bombs, are very clean. So you're talking about a very small radiological footprint on an otherwise huge explosion. If we needed a war in Iraq, which I think we did, just nuke the major cities. Then we just go in as aid cleanup. Sure, all the camels and the dogs and the freaking kids and the old people get killed and people who want to be liberated. We weren't liberating anyone anyway. A guy who has 2 quarts of milk and turns around the corner and freaking some Marines are freaking on the freaking roof taking fire from terrorists on the other roof. And they turn around and someone sees him and lights him up, and then there's just blood on the freaking sidewalk. You know, you're not going to win the hearts and minds like that. You know, you can't do it by piecemeal. You just got to go in and friggin' sterilize. Oh, like the dogs. Exterminate. Exterminate. It's war. It's ugly. It's supposed to be ugly. Shouldn't do it. But you got to do it. Do it to it. You know? Forget this pablum puking friggin'. Oh, we're trying to friggin' make a peace coalition. No, you're not. Just secure the friggin' money rights to a friggin' resource. That's all it is. Right? Right. You know, so we can enjoy our friggin' modern world. And everyone comes here to try to enjoy it too, and this planet, and the friggin' planet spins off its axis out into space or into the sun. Take your friggin' pick. You know? Let me get back to this. Wait a minute. Now he's saying, get this. If friggin' we have more security here, stop potential terrorism, we're gonna be meaner there, over there. Huh? What? What does that mean? I don't understand that. We better not be mean to terrorists here. Now, there's a point where I kind of agree, you know. I wouldn't want, well, the tools 9/11 gave Bush passed right along to friggin' Obama. And I'm not really an anti-Obama person too much, you know. But friggin', and those tools are going to go to Hillary if she wins? Or Trump? No, you know. But I don't want to see somewhere friggin' go bluey again. You know, I liked friggin' the post 9/11 friggin' thing. You know, everything was patriotic. There was flags flying everywhere. There was ribbon on trees. But do our goddamn buildings have to come tumbling down for that to be right, the way it is, the way it should be? I don't think so. I remember when I first heard about the friggin' Iraq protesters coming again, you know, and I'm like, around 2004, and I'm like, oh no. Those goddamn people again? Weren't they done with Vietnam? We're not in that kind of world anymore. But no, you know, here they come. Here it is again. Man. I'm getting a freaking gripe. Man. Okay, they made a few points. People got caught up in it. You know, but it wasn't the thing Desert Storm was. That was all times ratings winner. You know, everybody freaking running around taping their windows up, putting on gas masks. I laugh now, but yeah, I was there. I was there too, you know. We were all buying gas masks, you know. People were making the gas masks were going, what? Yahoo! Oh my God, yes. Oh yes. If we have isolationism and protectionism and we don't trade with anybody, well, we have to trade with some people. You know, it should be friggin' Canada and Mexico that we should trade with. And maybe we should friggin' invade Mexico or liberate Mexico. Viva la liberation! You know, maybe friggin' create a blue zone up north for all the friggin' immigrants that friggin' come from the north, and a red zone down there at the bottom for every immigrant that comes here that shouldn't be here. You know, or exodus colonies. You know, we got to control the population. Oh, in the middle, you know, with the friggin' beautiful green lawns and the happy people and everything, The white zone! Yay! Yeah, I'm not racist. Oh, it's just red, white, and blue, you know? Now, France. Okay, I mean, I'm self-mocking that one a little bit, you know. But, but I believe in protectionism and I believe in isolationism. We need to stop immigration and find some way to deal with freaking illegal immigration. You know, we have to stop the freaking flow. Especially if we're going to go to an alternative energy source where we have to be environmentally friendly. We need a certain population cap on various places of various geography. And that's what we need. You know, but I get into all that with thermal decolonization and techno-agrarianism and stuff like that. And that's my little pipe dream I'll save you from right now. But, what else did you say? Oh my God. Here's a gem. Here's an absolute gem. I think this is when my head started spinning and exploding when I was watching this video. By the great sage Kizzume, the only way to stop terrorism is to stop the need for terrorism. And the only way to stop that need is primarily what world government. Oh God, yes. You know, I watched Star Trek and I'm like, from the original series to like the main timeline, I won't watch the Abrams crap ever. But I always pondered about the relationship between Starfleet, the Federation, and how politics works on Earth. You know, that you can go anywhere on Earth and be safe. You know, and nations, what? You know, America, you know, it doesn't matter because not only are they united Earth, the whole Earth is part of a federation now. That sounded good at the time, a united Earth, but I don't even know how to explain it. You know, there's an insidious aspect to it now. You know, it's like when you freaking talk all about the shit about Republicans, and it's true, but then you turn around to Democrats and all these people clam up and don't say anything. They're democratic socialists. They're all democratic socialists. Even if I'm going not Marxist, even if I'm going McCarthy on this shit, he was right, he just didn't see it. He's too worried about foreign spies, like Bill Ayers, the ones that kicks around with Obama right now. No. But there were people like Lucille Ball and all kinds of other people who are explicitly tied in the freaking civil rights revolution or civil rights era that were freaking socialists, Marxists, communists. You ever notice how freaking they say the freaking communists always go for the freaking major centers of cultural influence first? That's where you got your protest music and stuff from. Not so freaking conspiracy theory now, is it? No, it's not. Okay, let's stop terrorism by having a one world government. Maybe I've been watching too many anarchy videos. You know, but oh God, yes. Let's friggin' give the beast total reign of us, you know? Perfect. It's like Firefly. It's like the friggin' independence versus the friggin' allegiance or the alliance. I know what one of the persons on Serenity says. Yeah, I wouldn't step foot on a friggin' alliance world. Everything's particularly planned. You know, doesn't sound right to me. They meddle. They meddle too much. He says, have a global wealth and redistribution policy. Global. How about we as Americans worry about creating industry here, keeping immigrants out, bringing jobs home, giving people a living wage, and frigging selling our items abroad, if financially possible. Sure, I go to Walmart. I don't want to pay freaking $5 for something that's pretty nice, but will be called in 6 months anyway, and won't be supported. When I can get the same piece of freaking Jap or Chinese junk for freaking $1.50, you know. But well, that's a problem. That's really a problem right there. Is society has become disposable, and not even with a minimum wage can we compete, you know, domestically, much less a living wage. And then we're all frigging people with friggin' a wealth of friggin' things around us and no way to friggin' afford it for the dispossessed class. That isn't a friggin' thing about women and bigotry and race. Well, it is a little bit. I look at it, you know. But that's just the face of it. The real thing is the class issue. Everyone can friggin' enjoy the friggin' great quality we would have, but no one can afford the prices. You know, it's crazy. So, no wonder they shop at Walmart and Target and all that other crap. Because it's about the only thing you could swallow to afford to support the consumerism. Why do movies cost that much to go see? And everyone knows you just watch it online anyway. You know? It seems like the freaking movie theater would go the way of the drive-in theater. You'd think. You know, it's becoming such a dinosaur. I don't know. He says, no borders. All geographic regions would expect to be bullied if they didn't freaking submit to freaking strict environmental freaking conditions. And oh yes, and in this one world government, if we do have a currency system, think about that, it would be a totally new kind of currency system altogether. Yeah. How's Stalin? Oh God. The mother of all gems. Everyone will lose the ability to speak negatively about other groups and cultures. So for those of you who enjoy free speech, enjoy it while you can. You know what I say to that? To arms! To arms! The fascists are coming! Wow! I mean, I'm drooling here. Wow! Freaking, what's next? The midnight knock of freaking the KGB? Scary shit. I just want to nuke people, damn. Oh God, yes. Here's another good one. The idea of wealth will surely change in the future. All people will be forced to be freaking vegetarian or vegan. Now, as a futurist, I could say a lot about this, but actually, my idea is that with vertical farming and growing freaking insects for a protein, you can make low carbohydrate, low sugar, low freaking sodium processed food that tastes normal. And it uses 10% of the water that regular horizontal farming does. And there's no runoff of silt into the river. Everything is reusable, reconditioned. Sure, it puts it into a factory, but ultimately with solar panels and other things and all that, it's much cleaner and safer. People won't have to be vegetarians. They'll just be eating bugs. I heard it's really tasty though. They take these cricket-like things or whatever they are, somehow boil the shells off and mush them into a paste, and it's just like freaking almonds or something like that. But I would like to see more humane treatment of animals if it could be helped. There's maybe the rule should be all animals should be free-ranged and hormone-free and organic. And then that could be luxury food for the rich or anybody else who wants to pay for it. Just look at the meat prices in the store. They're already freaking off the freaking charts. So what's the difference? And let's go on. I'm almost done with this. I'm sorry. Probably nobody's watching at this point, but I'm just going to try to finish. He says, Kizzume says, jobs for humans will become scarce. It's not a matter of the system crumbling, it's when. And capitalism is ending. Well, and he wouldn't want to live in a libertarian society. He trusted one world government society over that. Well, I'm not very fond of a libertarian society either. A right libertarian society. If there was a non-Marxist left libertarian society, I consider myself a civic or liberal nationalist. Because I want a nationalism that's economically progressive. I want to keep the trains running and stuff. And, but left libertarianism is kind of like that. Now, right libertarianism is, it's like when I watch Star Trek and I watch the Ferengi, and it's like, I keep imagining all these people in their 20th, 21st century frigging phases of life, whatever that would have been like. You know, did Klingons have sports cars? Did they have chariot races? What was freaking Ferengi care for the elders like? Yeah, yeah. How do these people function? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, so it bothers me. Wait. Aha! He says he read the 1992 United Nations resolution. Okay, there it is right there. The UN trying to wave around their little blue hats. Ooh, look at us, we're the UN. We've got white tanks. We march in. Looks like there's trouble. We march away. Oh yes. Let's have a united friggin' world like Star Trek. Oh God. Oh, and he thinks George Bush. Well, he thinks it's conspiracy theory. George Clinton and George Bush were in on this together. Goodbye. But now Obama's really getting the ball rolling on it. I'd say it goes back further. We just talk about friggin' maybe it goes back to George Bush Sr. Or maybe even Reagan. Project for a New American Century. Hell, it might go all the way back to friggin' Prescott Bush. Who knows? People are rolling out their plans. Other people are rolling out theirs. You don't know if something's multi-generational or not. Don't know. Just saying. Friggin' new millennial is a pretty scary lot. All the skull and bones people out there, they got an agenda. They do. And it don't involve you. Yeah. Oh. And Hillary, he says, could be the one to flip the switch and get this ball fully rolling. Like some of her speeches to the UN recently. Or just maybe some of her speeches at all. Agree with that one. Gotta watch out for Comrade Hillary. I mean, her, Obama, all that group. It's all socialists. You know that, right? These corporate socialists. So strange. He says, any way you look at it, hope the human race is able to survive. Well, I think it'll survive in one form or another, even if it's post-agrarian. Even if we go back past the freaking Industrial Revolution for lack of resources. But survive as what? Will it be Islamo-Jew, I don't want to say Jew, but Judaistic, Islamo-Judaistic, liberal Christian kind of thing? A secular, but still very religious. Will people be expendable, almost indentured because we need agrarian living, and the era of friggin' high science and other things is gone because it's just not sustainable, including a huge population. You know, how's that even supposed to work in a post-nuclear society? Without some kind of huge energy events like fusion or cold fusion or something like that. I don't know. For a futurist, gotta tell you, I'm really turning into a freaking loony. You know, I shake my head and look at the future too. And with these kiosks and other things, and all this freaking social, democratic socialist nonsense, this cultural Marxism, looks bad. Looks real bad. Of course, we look at the horrors of the past. I wonder what the freaking founding fathers would think of freaking our nuclear arsenals. I don't think that would be a freaking bright future for them. They wanted to see. But yeah, just some of these zingers Kizzume put in. Kizzume, if you're watching this, it took me 45 minutes to respond to a 9-minute video. I mean, you really said some mouthfuls. And if that's just a conspiracy theory, how is that conspiracy? That sounds more like idealism. Are these all things you worry that will come to pass? Or are these just things that you think might come to pass, but are unsubstantiated? It's like a conspiracy like that. Yeah. That's my best guess. No, it's there's nothing wrong with anything he said or anything anyone else says for that matter, more or less. And some people, you know, the deplorables, you know, but there were some zingers in here that when I heard this, my head just rolled. So now, here's my video. Thank you. And like Edward R. Murrow said, the great socialist he was, thank you and good night.